All right, we're at it yet again. Another workshop where you will actually build, physically build and design a tiny cabin. This one's going to be near Wilmington, North Carolina, November 22nd and the 23rd through relaxshacks.com. Many hosts, carpenters, guest speakers, demos, and builders will be present. Going to be a lot of fun. You will learn a ton. Relaxshacks.com. Also, check out my book, Humble Homes, Simple Shacks. That's available on Amazon.com. And a shout to our friends at the Jamaica Cottage Shop. We have a tour of this very cabin coming up soon on this channel.
Hey, I'm Deek Diedricksen from RelaxShacks.com. Nice and early in the morning. I woke up and it's raining out, unfortunately, to finish this project, which is going to be picked up in about 20 minutes. It's a display piece for an NYC book convention made out of recycled materials mostly, and a bunch of tuftex polycarbonate roofing, and kind of a simple, tiny, thin, modern shack. So here it is. There's that Rothko or a Pete Mondrian, however the hell you pronounce his name, look. On wheels. The stipulation was it had to be under 34 inches wide to fit through one of the doorways for this like mini convention for publishers. It was built, well, I guess hired by my publisher, Storey Publications, to go alongside them pitching my new book out next year. So here's the tuftex. Just took a bunch of scrap, actually not scrap wood, new wood. These are 2x, 2x3s. Actually, these are 2x4s serving as shelves. And pieced them together. Didn't want to waste anything. Made this cool little erratic pattern. There's an oxymoron. This window here found on the side of the road, I have to still scrape that with a razor blade to get it nice and clean. Here's the shameless plug within a shameless plug video. RelaxShacks.com. So this tongue and groove wood, I think it's 8 inches, 10 inches thick. It was great, went up real quick. That's something I got from my buddy Phil LaPlante, custombarns.net. He picked it up for me in New Hampshire. The way in, I got to trim this a bit too. There's this big old hatch right here. And inside, there's another video showing more details of the before and after. But some recycled beadboard as flooring, nice and clean interior. There's the shelves I was talking about. Over here, it was an orange wall, and truth be told, I ran out of the orange paint and it was looking spotty and needed another coat. So I said, why not spray paint the heck out of it and do these kind of graffiti style drawings here? Make it fun, attention grabbing, unique, weird even. Another tuftex roof in the back. Some scrap to frame it out, some tiny little art pieces, tuftex roofing in here, supported purlin style with 2x3s. It's only 34 inches wide. And a lot of light through here, which is what I wanted. This could be something you could position in a New York City apartment, you know, it actually fit through your door. Or some city apartment or wherever if you want some indoor kind of, not privacy space, but just a slight noise barrier, your own little man or woman cave. So that's how narrow it is. But 34 inches isn't terrible. I mean, I'm a fairly big dude. I can fit in there pretty easily. The hatch goes down, which is only made by 2x2s. The back very plain because no one's going to see that side as it's positioned against a wall. But I thought if you ever did like a tiny, you know, not a tiny, a fair, something like that could be a bulletin for announcements, flyers, things like that. It might be kind of cool. Take the tiny structure and make it a community vehicle. So here's a shot again. Just took some leftover paint, gave it that brown accent up top. Another window trimmed out here. So I back up, try not to trip over all my junk. And it's really, really simple. If any of you ever want something like this custom built, I'd be glad to build one because these are a lot of fun to do. They're small. I can do them in the comfort of my backyard while listening to heavy metal and drinking beer. And I don't know, I just would be game for it. So there's just the overall quick walkthrough as it's raining, and this thing will leave my yard in about 15 minutes. All right, thanks for joining us. Again, I'm Deek from RelaxShacks.com. Subscribe if you'd be so kind, and we'll see you later.